Hello Pisces, and many thanks for tuning into my channel. This is a love reading for those who have Pisces as their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. During this reading, I will pull cards on your current situation, blocks to love, and then some advice. If this isn't your story, I encourage you to check into my future readings to see if it comes up there. And if you enjoy this reading, then please like and share this video with friends and subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's jump in and see what messages we have for Pisces. What is Pisces' current love situation? Pisces' current love situation. The Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Seeker. Motivated by the Five of Wands. Okay, Pisces, it looks as if you are having some sort of inner conflict, or there's an outer competition that you feel is kind of structuring your love situation. You are in some sort of a liminal stage here with the Seeker card. You are between worlds. You are reflecting back on where you've been, and you're really asking the tough questions about where it is you want to go. I think that this very much relates to your own self-perception. With the Knight of Cups here, you are very romantic. You may be having romantic feelings about someone, but there is an encounter or a union or a romantic ideal that really lights you up, and you are maybe coming out of a relationship and not really going into one, or coming out of singledom and, you know, maybe going into a dating phase. There seems to be some sort of moving from one to the other and a pause in between. It looks like wherever this is, you are perfectly fine, happy to do the Seeker work, but I think the conflict comes in because you may not know which way to go. Now I'm not seeing the Seven of Cups here. I'm not seeing the Three of Cups here. I'm not seeing you having difficulty making a decision. This simply has to do with you reflecting on romantic notions about how it is you see yourself and where you want to go. With the Sun card here, this is the happiest card in the deck. So it may be that somebody has come into your life that has kind of spurred this self-reflection, but this person makes you very, very happy. With the pairing here of the Sun and the Seeker, this is a bit of a day-night dichotomy. I feel like you are doing quite a bit of shadow work, or at least attempting to. Maybe what it is you see in the shadow keeps you in the liminal space because you're having difficulty moving forward. But when the sun is shining and during the daylight hours, I think that you are really kind of running with this whimsical energy. This to me speaks of somebody who is fine on their own. You may be dating, but I think what is most important to you is kind of understanding yourself. It's almost as if understanding the shadow sides of you is illuminating and very freeing. And so I think the Five of Wands is here because you may be struggling a little bit with who it is you are or who you want to be. Am I the person who I see in the shadows, or am I the person who is illuminated through the eyes of other people? There's a way that I present myself, you know, that is illuminated in the sun, the way I present myself to everyone around me. And then there are the darker hours when I am really doing the work of reflection, of self being, you know, self-reflective. The Knight of Cups in the middle, I feel like this is a very wishy-washy energy. And I think that's the thing that has you conflicted. All right, that's the current situation. Let's look at the block to love. Pisces, the block to love. Ooh, okay. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Judgment. Motivating this, the Devil. Well, Pisces, it looks like you are stuck in of something. I mean, the devil can speak about addictions, literal addictions to substances. It can speak of third parties. It can speak of anything really that you feel has a hold on you. Something that keeps you trapped or bound. It doesn't necessarily need to be in a psychological way, although it does affect us that way. It can be something physical. It can be bound by convention. I mean, that is more of an Eight of Swords energy. The devil is much more powerful than that. The devil card is something that is our weakness that traps us. It looks like this could be a third-party situation. Something else is in the mix, whether it's an addiction or this kind of dreamy idea energy here with the Knight of Cups. It's giving you a significant amount of anxiety, or your heart was broken. It's either caused heartbreak or your heart is broken. There's a lot of anxiety around making a decision. Of course, if it's the Judgment card, this is not a very easy decision to make, nor is it a day-to-day simple decision of, what color socks to wear. This is you reflecting on everything that has happened up until this moment. It's, interesting that the Judgment card should come up right underneath the Seeker card. This is big. So your block here is that you are very anxious about getting your heart broken, and you are extremely trepidatious about maybe letting anyone in, about being anything other than this kind of carefree energy. It seems a lot like you want to stay in this energy of, the Knight of Cups doesn't really commit to anything. The Knight of Cups goes from, citing one romantic poem, professing their love, in the morning, and then in the afternoon, having their head turned by somebody completely different, and, writing new poetry as it pertains to that person. It's a little bit flighty and it's very ungrounded. But I feel like this is a very self-serving energy to be in, because your block here is showing as heartbreak. Heartbreak, intense anxiety about having to make a decision. Motivated by something that has you addicted or trapped, or something just that you're incredibly passionate about. I mean, passion itself can be a huge bond for people. So if you're being motivated by an intense amount of passion that you find incredibly overwhelming, then of course the stakes are going to be high in any decision that you make. All right, let's take a look at what your advice is. Advice for Pisces. The Fool, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World underneath. Okay, with the World card here, this is telling me, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, but if the World card is the motivator, this is talking about beginnings and endings, right? Everything is cyclical. Those cycles overlap. Not everything begins and ends at the same time, right? Wheel of Fortune, this has a lot to do with timing. It may be the case that it's time for you to end this cycle of anxiety surrounding heartache. You're showing here as the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups has very deep feelings, but intense control over how much love she has for herself. This is very much somebody who loves on themselves first, and because they know how to show themselves love, they know how much love they can give to others. Now, the Queen of Cups is not afraid of love, because she knows that she can give love freely. She can be very selective about who she gives love to, but she always knows that she has enough for herself. So this is somebody who feels love-wise that they are very capable, and that love begins with you. Love begins with the self. It's very difficult to emotionally injure somebody who doesn't overgive, mainly because they can feel the demands to overgive, or they can tell the patterns of codependency, for example, well before they start to be something that injures them. Your advice here is saying that there is a cycle that needs to end and new beginnings. I think it is concerning this fear you have of getting your heart broken. You may not realize it yet, but as the Queen of Cups, you are more than capable of making good choices in love. This is saying to take the leap of faith because the time is right for you, for the circumstance. The Judgment card here could also be reconciliation. This person may have broken your heart in the past, or you may have broken their heart, and it's caused a significant amount of anxiety maybe between the two of you. But this can be repaired. I mean, if anybody can do it, it's the Queen of Cups. So if you embody that energy, you're not taking a leap of faith as the Fool, or solely as the Fool. You know, the Fool doesn't really properly prepare and just kind of leaps. This is a leap of faith card. You're taking a leap of faith knowing that you are emotionally okay with yourself, which will allow you to see the red flags and know when it's time to, move forward, intensify the relationship, or pull back. So you have the skills. It's really gaining the confidence and closing out this fear or this these high stakes of love and heartbreak that may not be applicable to this situation. I think it's time to level up here from the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. Okay, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I think I'll leave it there. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to support my channel. Peace and gratitude from me to you, and please take care.